All right, good afternoon. It is Tuesday, 3:59. Is it Tuesday the 8th of April? And it says I'm live, but I'm not seeing myself live. Let me refresh. Hopefully I didn't go live on my personal page. Oh, there I am, live on my business page. So find it, and then I can see comments and such. There we go. All right, there we go. All right, let me adjust this a little bit so you can see all the wonderful new in color items that we've got going. It is 3:59 and I'll get started officially in about 1 minute, but I'm looking forward to sharing with you some of the in colors. So it is 4 o'clock on the dot. Welcome to Stampin' with Jen, Teach It Tuesday with Tammy and Jenny. My cohort, my partner in crime, Tammy, was on earlier this morning at 11 a.m. on her Facebook page, Cards by TLC, and she showed you a beautiful card using all of 5 of the in colors. I'm going to be doing three of the in colors. So let's see. I could hear my replay feedback on my computer, so I changed that. But anyway, let's share with you the in colors. This is what we were able to pre-order from the in colors. I haven't been able to order the designer series paper or any of the ribbon yet, but I was able to order the stamp pads that are available. And I'll explain a little something. There's only 4 stamp pads available right now because Stampin' Up has such high quality control and such a high level of quality, and the quality for the cloud cover just wasn't working out, and it was something after they had put everything together that they were realizing that it wasn't holding its color the way they want. And instead of giving their customers something that wasn't of their standard or what they desired it to be, they decided to pull it, and they are working on it. We're hoping they're going to have it. Hi, Patty, welcome. But we don't know when they're going to get that back. So right now, there are 4 colors in the stamp pads available, but they do have the markers, the Stampin' Right markers available. They have the cardstock and our in color flat pearls. Let me show you these. I love the colors. We have Strawberry Slush, Timid Tiger, Darling Duckling, Cloud Cover, the paper and the markers and the dots are in perfect, but it's the ink pad that they're having problems with this one. They're going to get that to us as soon as possible, but it could be a little while. And then we have Secret Sea. And today I'm going to be working with Strawberry Slush, Cloud Cover, and Secret Sea. Those are my 3 favorites so far, but I haven't had a chance to play with them a lot. So let's put this aside, and we're going to set these aside. I'm going to use the Strawberry Slush ink pad. I'm not using the Stampin' Right markers today, and I will be using some of the flat pearls. Let me show you what card we're going to be doing. And I found this. It's a fun card, and it's also using a new stamp set in the online, I believe it's an online exclusive called Sentimental Framing. I'm going to be using the Sentiment Thinking of You. And we're going to be using the Everyday Arches die set, as well as a few other things. So let's go ahead and get started. Allergies are kicking in, so if I'm sniffling, I apologize. But we're going to go ahead and, let's see, first thing we're going to do, we've cut a 8.5 by 11 into an 8.5 by 5.5, and we scored it 4 1/4, so it folds over and creates our standard size card. And I'm going to use my bone folder to burnish it. And then we're going to go ahead and we're taking from 2 different let's see, from 2 different, I had it written down. Where did I have it written down? I have it written down on here if they're online exclusives or if they're there it is. I'm using 2 different designer series or pattern paper as well. I'm using something from the celebratory sips, and celebratory sips is actually, oh, I don't have that. This is, I believe, in the catalog. Let me double check. I can't show you the inside of the catalog, but I can certainly look it up to see if it is in the catalog. Give me just a quick moment. And no, this one is an online exclusive. So I will make note of that on the my blog post for tomorrow. The celebratory sips is our online exclusive, and that's where we're getting the cloud cover. This one, sorry, it's a lot of new product. I'm still getting used to know where everything's from. This pattern comes from celebratory sips, and again, that's online exclusive. And then this fun one with the secret C that has cloud cover on it actually comes from, it's called Florals in Bloom. And I only have a few pieces from that. Let me share that with you. These are Florals in Bloom. It's some beautiful florals if you love florals, and beautiful colors. And here's our cloud cover on Secret C. And this is Strawberry Splash. It's strawberry slush. Try saying that one 10 times fast. But anyway, this is in the catalog, and it's called Florals in Bloom. So I'm using the B side on a couple of the designer series paper. All right, so let's go ahead. We did the card base, and now we're going to add a 4 1/8 by 5 3/8 piece of cardstock. We're not going to add it right now. Which one's in the catalog, Patty? I think the Florals in Bloom is in the catalog, if I'm correct. The Celebrate. Oh, the Sips is in the catalog? I didn't see it. I looked under the DSP paper or pages, and I didn't see it. Ah, I missed it. And, okay. Well, it's in the catalog as well then. Awesome. So, all right, well, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do this first. But in order to create this here, what we're going to do is we're going to add these layers to our cloud cover and Secret C first. And my tip on this one is when you're cutting down the piece that's going to be the triangle, I cut it so it's the exact same size as the layer, the DSP I'm going to put it on. And then I measure, where's my ruler? Oh, my word. Oh, there's my ruler. All right, I'm going to measure this, and it goes up to 4 inches. So what I'm going to do is take my paper trimmer, and I'm going to go up 4 inches here. How are we going to do this? 4 inches. I'm going to measure it first. I swear, you know what, folks? I apologize. I'm a little off today because we just started a new intervention cycle at school this week with the kids, and so it's been a little bit crazier than normal. Okay, I'm going to go up 4 inches and measure 4 inches up, make a little tiny dot, and then I'm going to line that dot up with the track, the inside track, and then turn this so the edge is right here. And I'm going to put my blade in the middle, and then I'm going to go run the blade. That way I don't damage the corners. And now I have my corner to go on this DSP. and we'll go ahead and glue that on. But we're not going to glue when we go page 70 and 71. Well, now I've got a peek. Oh, that's right, because it's part of the one of the scrapbooking kits. Hey, Tammy, welcome. No worries. It's part of one of the scrapbooking kits. That's why I missed it. So, all right. So now we've got our corner, and we're going to attach it here, but we're going to just put a little bit. Oh, it's hopefully we're going to put just a little bit of glue along the edge because we're going to create a pocket so that we can tuck our arch in there. So we're going to put a little glue here along the edge. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out my silicone mat and put this on top of it. And then I'm going to attach it to the edge. And I got a little bit of wiggle room with my glue. So I'm going to do that, butt it up against my finger so that I know it's right up against the edge, because this base is cut at, so it's only going to give us like 1/8 of an inch, if that, a mat around here. It almost is the exact same size as our card base, but not quite. So we're going to do that there, attach that there. And then I am going to cut my strawberry slush strip right here. You can do it a couple of different ways. You can cut your cardstock so that you have a 6-inch height, and then you can cut a 1/2-inch slat. Or what I did is I cut a panel like you would a 4 1/4 by 5.5 panel, and then I cut it diagonally. And then what I'll do is I'll cut a diagonal here, which gives me still a triangle that I can use later on another card. However I want. So let's go ahead and do that. And we're going to cut this at a 1/2 inch wide. And what I do is I measure this angle, the tip down here, if you can see it. I put it on the 1/2 inch and right along that edge. And I'm going to put it down and cut it. And now I've got my 1/2 inch. And see, now I've got a really cool triangle to use for another card down the road. All right. And now I'm going to attach it. So it's hanging over just a little bit. And we're going to only attach it. I'll put a little glue on my cloud covered designer series paper. And we're going to attach this on here. All right. And we'll attach there. And now I'm going to turn over. I'm going to slice. Look at those beautiful flowers. I'm going to slice off or cut off the edges. All right. And there we have the front of our card. All right. What I'm going to do is attach this now to the card base. Again, I'm going to use my glue. Tammy, the other day in one of her videos, I think it was her live last Saturday, she said, "Are you a Tombow glue? Are you Tombow girl, or do you like the Stampin' Seal?" And for me, I tend to go Tombow if I want to attach paper and I want to make sure I can wiggle it, give a little wiggle room when attaching. That way, when it's stuck, it's stuck. All right, so we're going to open up, and we're going to do that. And there we go. We have our slightly edge over, and put that up. Now I've cut out of a 3x4. When I say a 3x4, it fits very perfectly. There's almost no edge to it. Matter of fact, this is how close of an edge it was with my arch. It's a 3x4 arch, and I cut it out, and we're going to stamp the Thinking of You on it. And I think what I'm going to do is tuck it in here so I can see exactly where I want my thinking of you to land. I haven't glued it down yet though, just in case I make a mistake while stamping. So we'll put some ink on this and I'm going to stamp it. Let's see, right like that. Thank goodness for the photopolymer. All right, love it. And then you can see exactly where it's going on the paper. All right, now we're going to now adhere that inside. I'm going to put a little glue on the back and tuck it in there. There we go. Tuck it in there. And we're going to jazz it up with some embellishments. And I'm going to use some Summer Splash down here on the cloud cover just to sort of jazz it up a little bit. And I'm going to use some of the cloud cover on here because I've got the Strawberry Slush and the dark Secret Sea. I keep wanting to say secret or sea secret or something like that. So let's go ahead and get a little more putty because the other putty was looking pretty old. And we'll attach some of our secrets. We'll do our Strawberry Slush first. Some smaller ones. And just put them randomly. I like to put them sort of inside the stars randomly. We'll do that. I'll do 4 of them. And let's see, like down there. We'll do 1 more. So, thank you. I'm glad you think it's cute. You want to say Secret Sea Glass. Oh, yeah. Secret Sea Glass. All right, let's do, I like that one right there. Sort of right there. And we'll put a couple of cloud cover, but I'm going to do a couple different sizes in cloud cover, I think. I'm going to do a small one here. I'm going to do a medium down here. And we'll do another, let's do another medium right about there. All right. So we'll do that. And now let's go ahead and do the inside of our card. I'm going to cut this down to 4 by 5 1/4. And then we'll put, I think, let's decide. You guys help me decide if we're going to put the cloud cover or the Secret Sea. So I have a piece of cloud cover that I can put down at the bottom, or we can go with, where's my scraps? Or we can go with a Secret Sea on the side. This would be on the inside, right here. So we can go cloud cover down below, or I can even do a cloud cover on the side and just trim it off, or the Secret Sea. What do you guys think? Yes, the celebratory Sips Suite is in the online exclusive, but similar paper, I think, is in the catalog in the scrapbook area, I think. Let's see. Looking in the catalog off the camera because you can't show it on the camera yet, but I'm looking. Let's see. Didn't you say 75? But yes, but the paper it goes with the Celebrate Together is scrapbooking individually paper is in the catalog. Cloud cover side, Secret Sea. So Secret Sea, cloud cover. Let's do this so you guys can see what it would look like. The cloud cover up against the Secret Sea, but it would be one line. Secret Sea stands out more, you say? Yeah, I think you're right. I think it does, because it's dark against the white. So let's go ahead and cut this down. So it is 1/4 of an inch thick. Now we're gonna go 1/2 inch. Let's live on the wild side. 1/2 inch thick. And I'm gonna put this in, but you know what I think I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna do it so it's not butt up against, but it's slightly so you have the white trim. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of white, or a little bit of glue right here along the edge, but I'm not going to do it right against the edge. I'm going to leave a little bit of space so that we can attach this and have some white trim to distinguish the edge from the edge of the Secret Sea card base. All right, well, let's cut this. Oops, stick on there. All right. All right, so we'll put this in here, but before we do that, let's stamp. Let's see, which sentimental framing stamp do I want to use? Thinking of you. Let's see, our friendship is full of memories I treasure the most. Let's do that one. Let's do that. So let's see. You make everything feel all right. You make my day that much brighter. That my love for you that much stronger. Our friendship is full of memories I treasure. We're gonna do that one. All right, now let me show you a little tip I have for photopolymer stamps. When you use them for the very first time, I said this in other videos, but I'll share it again because you can never share this tip too many times. All right, I go ahead and I use my Versamark to prime the photopolymer stamps. I've tried other things and they weren't as successful for me. However, that doesn't mean it's not successful for other people. Other people say they use erasers on it. Other people say they rub it on their pants and then clean it off. I have found by using Versamark that works. And I think I'm going to use the Summer Splash on the inside too. And we'll do just a touch. And let's see. Let's move this here. Our friendship is full of memories I treasure the most. I hope that was straight. Oh, it looks pretty straight. If not, that's the best thing about homemade cards. If it's a little crooked, it just adds a little bit of character to the card. And then people know that it's made and made with love. All right, let's put this on the inside. All right. So there is our Thinking of You card using 3 of the 5 new in colors for 2025-2027. We will have these colors around for the next 2 years. So buckle in and enjoy the ride with these colors. They're fun colors. We have, again, let me show you what colors those are. We have Strawberry Slush, Cloud Cover, Secret Sea, Timid Tiger, and Darling Duckling. And this is starting to grow on me, the Darling Duckling. I'm going to play with that next, I think. But I have to say, if I had to pick my favorite out of all of them right now, it's a tie between the Strawberry Slush and the Cloud Cover. I love those two together. What is your favorite out of the 5? If you're just looking at it now, your first one, which one are you drawn to? I'm really curious to know which one you're drawn to first. And that usually would be one of your favorites, but it can always grow on you to choose another one. If you're watching this live, put it in the comments. If you're watching a replay, go ahead and throw it in the comments. I would love to see which one is your favorite in color right now initially. Strawberry Slush, Cloud Cover, Secret Sea, Timid Tiger, or Darling Duckling. So, all right. Well, I'm going to say thank you for joining me. Let me go ahead and give you a couple of things. First of all, let me show you. You can find more information for this card and all the measurements on my blog tomorrow at www.stampinwithjenn.com. 2 N's in Stampin, 2 N's in Jenn. Tammy says strawberry slush, but a tie with cloud cover. Ooh, you know what? I knew there's a reason we get along so well, Tammy. Those are mine as well. But you can find everything at the blog, stampinwithjenn.com. I will have all the measurements. I will have a list of all the supplies. However, let me clarify this. Usually in the past, all my blogs, the supplies are on a list where you can click and you can order them right away. However, none of these items will be available for order until May 6th, unless you join Stampin' Up! And you become a demonstrator. If you become a demonstrator, then you can start purchasing some of these items right now. Actually, you'd be able to purchase everything that I use today right now because it's all available for pre-order until May 5th. And then starting May 6th, which is a Tuesday, you would be able to order anything online. So there you go. That's what we're going to do. And next week, Teach It Tuesday with Tammy and Jenny. Let me look at my calendar real quick and I can tell you what Tammy and I are going to be working on. Tease you a little bit. But next week we are April. Ooh, next week we are casing the catalog, the 24-25 catalog, which means we are going to be picking out our favorite or one of our favorite stamp sets and cards, and we're going to recreate what's in the catalog. We're going to case the catalog and use a card layout in the catalog and use something from the 24-25 catalog with it. So I'm looking forward to it. The pink, orange, and yellow reminds me of the stools at Casper's. I've never been to Casper's, so I wouldn't know what those remind you of. But I have to say the yellow and the orange, it's reminding me of something, but I can't think of what it is. But the strawberry slush reminds me a little bit of orange sherbet, or not orange sherbet, raspberry sherbet. So anyway, thank you for joining me. Have a great afternoon, great evening. And I will see you next Tuesday on here at Stampin' with Jenn on Facebook for Teach It Tuesday with Tammy and Jenny. Check out our blogs tomorrow, and you will find all the details for my card and for Tammy's card. And Tammy's card is amazing. I've seen it because she was able to use Tammy. Hold on. She was able to use, and she incorporated all 5 colors, which is amazing. And yes, Bob the Builder. Yes, this was his Bob the Builder. Yes, that's very much Bob Builder cards or colors. So the yellow and the orange. Yes, made me think of that now. Oh my goodness. So thank you for the chuckle, Tammy. Have a great day, and we'll see you next week on Teach It Tuesday with Tammy and Jenny. Have a great, bye-bye.